my loved ones? How are you? It's your girl CC. I'm just me coming at you with another mug banger, y'all. Today we have a big bacon salad. It's just lettuce, cucumber, eggs, bacon. That's it, and cheese. And cheese. That's it. My brother gonna turn the TV off as y'all can hear it in the back. Can y'all hear it in the back? Yo, I know I missed some days. I know I missed. This is Thousand Island dressing. I know I missed some days. I know. You know, there's a lot going on, so I just missed some days. Don't worry, I'm gonna do another 30 days, just not next month when I got my stuff together, y'all. I thought I could do it, and I couldn't. How y'all been? How y'all been? How y'all been? Ooh. And this a whole head of lettuce, y'all. This a whole head. You just do a little spread on it. Ooh. Okay. Well, let me dig in. I've been waiting for this. I forgot my tomatoes though. How y'all? What y'all like on y'all salads? Mm, mm,
Oh yeah, people like all types of stuff.
mhm.
And because the coronavirus has been creeping up in a lot of states, we're wondering when is it a good time to go back into the hospital?
Right.
And what condition would be worth you going to the hospital? Because, some folks might have tummy aches
I
and
wouldn't go for tummy.
no,
Mm-mm.
okay, splitting migraine.
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm. I wouldn't even go right now if I had a broken leg.
Well, that could be a problem. See, things like common cold, kidney stones, all these things, they just give out, they don't really give out antibiotics. They give out, um, what is it, painkillers. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
so for things like a broken or something like that, you have to get antibiotic in your body or you could get infected.
I had the risk of getting infected.
Or you got to pick up something for the infection then, just on your own. Go to Rite Aid or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people don't know. A lot of these medicines, some of them are over the counter, so you can call your doctor and say, "Yeah, I'm trying to get this." And he said you can go purchase that at Rite Aid. It's the same medicine, it's just under a different name, but it's the same thing. It's over the counter medicine you can purchase. You don't need a prescription for it.
So would you go to the doctor for thyroid?
Thyroid. Well, it depends. See,
There's
because
different levels.
thyroid is but it's a major killer of women. It's very high, but the thing with thyroid is you got to constantly go to the doctors for that to reach your levels and know where you're at.
Right. But with all this
But
going on.
actual going to the doctors, no. If you feel as though I feel okay, but that's just me because like they said, all the cases of corona is going up, and for certain things, hospital's not good for. Like certain things, all the hospital can do is give you painkillers and opioids, and not even the ones that help you, just the ones that addict you. So
Mm-hmm. So
so
what
it's
would
so
you
many
go to the
things.
hospital for?
Like you said, anything broken,
You would go.
yes, that could get infected. I broke my hand, but I didn't go to the hospital. If you remember that,
Mm-hmm.
broke my hand, didn't go because it wasn't an infection. I don't think the bone was broke. Well, I think the knuckle may have been broke, but not the bone. So I didn't go to the hospital for that because. But yeah, any kind of cut or open wound, bullets, knives, yes,
Bullocks, I
go
would.
to the hospital. Any kind of fall that is very serious, where you fall and you may have broken your knee or something, and you don't know quite what it was, go to the hospital. Because I know some folks that slip down the steps, and
I slip they disc.
yes, and they just be like, I'm in pain, but I'm good. I don't need to do nothing. I'm like, man, you may have thrown your shoulder out, slipped a few discs.
But it's
You don't
like
know.
It do be trust. I don't trust right now. My trust level for hospital
Yes, the medical apartheid.
is really off.
Yes.
Only because I see a lot of cases, and people go there for something else, and they end up dead. And they say, "Oh, it's the COVID-19." Like, um, my trust level off.
Would you agree going to beaches right now? Even social distancing on beaches. How about bars?
I will.
Limited bars. Bars limited because Ireland is suffering right now. Ireland is like that was like a lot of their income was pubs and all these. That's their
The
favorite word.
government-
Pub, and they need those pubs constant. It's like
The
they lost
government-
80% of their
They
income in
need
Ireland.
so the government needs to be worried about that. With us, the only thing we need to worry about is staying alive and being able to run them pubs when everything get back to set.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be worried about no pubs. I'll be staying in the house. That's it. No, nothing out. No beach, no pub, no bar. If we going to the bar, make sure one person, none of that.
You see, that's probably because we probably don't drink that much beer over here because they have actually started a delivery service for their alcohol to give to their customers. So that's smart, but we're not even at that level yet in America. We haven't even came up with a alcohol delivery service. What? And they bringing people like paints. Like, really? You sending us paints covered up and stuff. That's why I was like, wow.
But that's love.
Yes, that's why I was
They
like,
love
why
their
haven't we
customers.
adopted that in America?
I used to do
I've
something
never
like that.
heard of that. Like, oh yeah, we got your
I used to do something
information.
like that, but not. I won't go out.
I already know Disneyland is getting it jumping.
This, and they
And ain't nothing we can do about it. They getting it jumping.
I said the best
on
thing
big
you can
levels.
do about it is get some stock. Get some stock in Disneyland. That's it.
Okay, yeah, because Disneyland ain't playing.
That's
Like, we getting this.
yeah.
Yeah, but definitely try to get some of them stocks in Disneyland because they're not listening to nobody all over the world. They're not listening in China and America and North Korea. All Disneylands is open. We're just gonna have to distance.
Then they said they was having basketball there.
Yes, absolutely. They actually said they were gonna have what was known like a dome, like a what do they call it? I forgot what. A nice word to say you're gonna be closed in. Like they had a nice little constructive word for it. I forgot what they called it. This is gonna be like a cutoff
Well, that could be fun.
experience because they said we're gonna cater to these players to the highest order because we know they're NBA players and they're used to being able to be free a little. So we're gonna give them all what they want to eat. No matter what it is, you have your own staff, your own chef staff. You have your own workout facilities, places to have fun just for you. Movies
Well, definitely until they bring
around
their
the
family.
clock. No.
None of them.
No, I do believe their family can come in, but no, they cannot leave, and I don't think their family can just have free wing to just see them whenever they want. I'm not sure yet, cause I think that's the whole point. Because if the family can, then what the family gonna do? Leave. When the family's not staying in the bubble, that's what they call it, a bubble, a bubble.
I said if they get the family tested and tell them they can't leave neither.
But yeah, exactly, and that's gonna be a whole nother thing. And the family gonna be like, "Wait a minute, I'm not under contract of the NBA."
Then don't come. Then you can't come.
Yeah, and then that's
But why
what.
not though? Why not? I wouldn't care if I was Disneyland.
Yeah, but
I get what to eat without
what if?
working.
But at the end of the day, this is taking too long. What if I want to leave? And some of the players, they was kind of iffy on it too, but inevitably they agreed.
That's because people don't know how to stay still.
Exactly.
Let me in Disney World, give me in and out.
Yeah,
Food.
they said anything you want, anytime you want it. That's the whole point because we know you're closed in.
I said it for a whole 2 years.
Yes, and they're getting facilities ready for those guys, so they all can have their own basketball court to train on alone, with just themselves, or they can, periodically switch out the teams
They're gonna be
nicely.
playing basketball.
Yes,
With teams.
playoffs, the
The
NBA
playoffs. I
playoffs.
thought that was over.
No, they stopped it in mid thing. It didn't even start yet.
Mm.
And they said we can at least pull that off because it's the playoffs. Some of the teams in the season they was already eliminated, so the eliminated teams are already out, so they don't even get the option. Like y'all was out anyway. This is the playoffs. Get out of here. Say well, there were a couple more games left. And they was like, we're not fitting to play them extra little games. It was like 3 games left.
Like cool.
And all the teams that won like 5 games was like, we want to play those extra 2 games. Man, get out of here.
No, so I just be wanting to go to Disney World.
Exactly.
Huh.
But yes, most of the teams in the playoffs and even the lower seeds you get to be in the bubble and play. Hopefully, when they get everything situated. But yeah, Disney's doing it
So
big.
when is this gonna start?
This year they're trying to get it popping this year, but they don't know because basketball is one of those sports where it's hard to socially distance, and it's hard to make any excuses about it. I mean, at least in football, you got helmets on,
Once you get them tested,
you can put covers on the football player's helmet and be like, "Oh, that's a mask." Boom.
But once you get them tested, you know that they don't have nothing, so they don't have to.
Yeah, but and then I did read somewhere that they want to have fans as well. Yeah, they want to have at least not a lot, just something to have because it brings in that extra revenue. But
now you're doing too much. Too much. Did you hear about that? Will Smith and Jada.
yes.
How you feel about it?
I don't feel much about it. Honestly, they spoke about this for a long, long time, and yeah, it- anyone that really thought that, like the day was like this, like every day I'm in Will face and every day I'm in Jada's face, and we together every second of our life and time. We are like that type of couple. You're misled because anyone knows that. Like, no, we wasn't like that with each other, and we already said, we do our own thing.
So do you feel that August should have kept his mouth shut?
August should have kept his mouth. Well, that goes without saying because it's no one's business but yours and the person that you're with. But I can understand why he didn't because he probably felt as though because when I look at them, I feel like it's a service being provided. So I don't believe nothing she says. I think he was providing a service, and he was serving out the terms of his service.
That's
After
what I'm
5
saying.
years, god dang, don't you think I've served my service? Like
That's what I was saying.
I'm gonna need a little bit more than this.
You
But
know,
he served his service. So she tried to treat it as if we were serving each other, and no, I'm a healer and all that. Yeah, you're healing them the wrong way. I hear. Yeah. What did he say? He getting that in pie. He couldn't handle it, and that's serious because she's bringing them in the family. He was already close to Jaden because that's how they met through Jaden. But he was coming around the family, eating and sleeping. You probably cooked him a couple meals.
I think he was all right to tell if he was ready.
Because he really fell in love and he wanted to be with her. Exactly.
And not only that, his whole life he been keeping stuff so close. So,
But a lot of this, who it's about, Will Smith. That's what a lot of this is centered around, and they can't
that's
talk
what
about
they
it.
made. I just
They
hate-
can't talk about it, but a lot of this is centered around Will Smith. Because at the end of the day, we all know who kind of idea this was. Because, Will, he has a different taste. He has a particular taste. So, he would be the one to be like, hey, really, I don't care what you're doing. That's why he was willing to come on to the Red Table Talk. Because he felt as though, like, yeah, I love this woman. She's my
I
wife.
thought there would be Will Smith and Augustine, then Augustine and Jada.
What you mean?
Like Will Smith and Augustine together.
No. See, Will Smith is another league altogether. He ain't messing with no. There's a reason why he's clowning her right now. The reason he's clowning her right now is you see the type of people you pick. Like people have yet to find out my get down. And everybody is all up in your stuff. You done leaked everything. Jada, damn. Like, but that's what it became. I was like, yeah. So Jada's the one leaking stuff. Like, people we have yet to confirm or really know Will's get down.
About Will.
Even though, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. But
he told you.
Yes.
I'm gonna get you back.
Yes.
So that's what they do.
And exactly. So he has a particular get down. So he wouldn't even be with no August. He wouldn't even spoke with him. That is his son's friend. He was like,
I just think the way that Jada played it, I didn't like it.
yes, because at the end of the day, one thing I can't get on Will about is he don't date under. Like, he don't date little 20-year-old people and he 50-something. Like, no, I'm going to date someone or be with...
We don't know.
No. Some of the people I go around, most of his circles are a little younger, but not young. Like, toys. So, but yeah,
I said we never know with them. I just say Jada, the way she just pacified, like.
Yeah, and she just kept on passing it to Will, like, hey, you know what we was talking about.
Right. Oh, yeah. We don't know that, but I didn't like it. I just didn't like her interview.
It wasn't an interview, because you already know. When Jada Pinkett and them run the show, you already know what it's fitting to be. Like, it ain't going to be fair at all. So, yeah, you could only go on her show to get that kind of stuff played on. Because you go to anybody else show, Ellen, Queen Latifah show when she had it, anybody's show, they're going to ask just a small little question. Like, they ain't just going to let you get away with just saying stuff. Like, wait a minute.
I had a lot of little
Exactly.
questions.
There was nobody to ask questions. Will Smith was just there to just shake his head because at the end of the day, it centered around Will Smith. Like, that's how she feel. And she was like, well, you got to help me because this is our family and this is about you anyway.
Right. I'm just thankful that he let it all out. Because when it first came out, everybody was like, that's so loud. He just doing it because he got a new song and found out it's not a lie.
Yep.
Everybody, well, he need to keep his mouth shut. But you just said it was a lie. So make up your mind you want him to keep his mouth up shut, but, tell it what it is. Like, no. It's about time he had to get that off his chest, and I'm glad he got it off.
Yeah. When it could have been, assumed. I mean, now people gonna start assuming because y'all was together for a minute. So, and that was the whole point. That's why it is so confusing. Like, Will was like, how did this turn out to this?
Right.
Like, y'all said y'all got y'all stuff handled, and y'all pulling me in?
And then they said, oh, we was broken up. You can't be broke up in a marriage, man.
Exactly. Either we divorced or we ain't.
Right.
It ain't no,
We was really on about to break
yeah,
down,
oh my goodness.
But we was still, I said.
Were they 20-something when this was happening?
That's
like,
what I'm thinking.
that's some
like,
kid stuff right there. We was about to, like, y'all married. What did y'all talk about?
You should have been like, we had an affair. Listen, it is what it is. People make mistakes. But the way that they was trying to cover it up, like, it was entanglement. Everybody makes
Oh my goodness. You know
like,
how many people are going to start using that word now?
And it's the same thing as complicated.
Exactly.
Come on now.
You know how many people just going to start throwing that word around now? Entanglement. It was an entanglement.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, no, it wasn't.
It's already everywhere.
It wasn't tangled. It was very straight up and down, connected, and ain't tangled. Ain't nothing tangled.
With your legs.
Exactly.
You know?
Talking about some tangled. What's tangled? Tangled mean confused, crunched up and twisted.
Right.
Ain't nothing was twisted.
But
For 5 years,
glad.
y'all was cool with this, and it wasn't twisted.
But I'm so glad she still got love for him. Like, I still love. Like, I got love for him. We've been together.
Exactly.
We was in a relationship.
Exactly.
Not an entanglement. Y'all was in a relationship.
Exactly. Try to underplay him.
Mm-hmm. That is so crazy.
But don't pull Will into it, because Will's like, huh?
The world didn't get killed. He just thought I'm gonna get you back. Cause they've been doing this, but don't be playing with
I mean,
people.
and that's a funny thing. You can't really get her back, so that's dumb.
Right.
I think that's even deeper than what he is saying. Like, I know how to get you back, but you can't really get her back because she had a whole relationship with this dude. So what, you want to start a relationship with another chick or somebody else and do it that way? Like, you can't really, to get somebody back that's equal to that, you would have to do it for 5 years and blatantly, like, bring them out on the red carpet, holding them, and he holding you. So you gotta bring your chick out on the red carpet.
None of that
Completely
even
disregard.
No, you gotta be in love. Like Jada was in love with him.
I mean,
And she don't want to admit it, but she was.
Yeah, she want to admit it, but she was.
Just like she was in love with Tupac. I don't know about mom.
She's just in love. You know, she like people. But I don't know if call it love, because 5 years, sheesh. I mean, you done more with, now see, Will Smith and her, that's love. Because, you know, we don't have to be together all the day
Right.
to know that.
And we don't have to be together to know that we love each other.
But the problem is, at the end of the day, Jada was kind of getting what she was wanted. It wasn't like a relationship. It was like, nigga, if you don't serve out your uses to me, then it ain't gonna work.
But she said she just was trying to fill up a void.
Yeah, she filled the void all right. Yeah, I'm just saying.
That was a lot.
But that's cool. You know, they were all open and, you know, everything. But, yeah, if you're going to start a whole talk about it, you know,
like
keep it flat.
I'm going to tell you like this.
Any kind of side talk, that's how you get even more people like, huh?
Will Smith. Anytime you want to get Jada back.
Exactly. It ain't no get backs in an open relationship. What the hell? Like, come on. What does that even mean? That's why I said that didn't even make sense when he said that. Because, for one, I'm not going to have a whole 5-year relationship in front of your face because that would be getting you back. And two, we're in a relationship. What does that even mean at that point?
I just think they don't know what. They just need to call it what it is, an open relationship.
They did.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
They never say it.
No, well, yeah, they did.
But where?
They smoothed